everyone, it's Tracy. Welcome back to my channel. So this is the second page that I'm creating using this beautiful floral background or as my background. And before you guys get too upset, I had to decide, did I want to get out this paper because I'm only going to use it around the edges? And I decided not to, only because that would mean that I would have more scraps. And I think I have another sheet of this somewhere because that came in a paper pad. And I just didn't see the need to, just to have a scrap of it when I have another full sheet. So this pink cardstock I had from my stash, of course, and it was part of my kit that I showed at the beginning of the month. And I felt like it needed a little something, so I drew some lines around the edges. I did double lines, so I'm going around it twice. It doesn't truly make a huge impact, but for me, it seems to define the edge there. Now, these photos are of my daughter, the one that owns Bailey. Well, she has a cat. I don't know if I've even mentioned that. She hasn't had her too terribly long. Her name is Josie. And Josie is, Josie and Bailey get along just fine, but I haven't really scrapped too much about her. And I'm such a cat person. So I wanted to make sure I got some pictures done of her. Of course, my daughter sent those to me. And you see all of these papers that I'm going to use to layer. Now, that is the reason why I chose this sketch, just because of all the layers behind it, behind the photos. And I love the way it turned out. I absolutely love it. I love all the colors. And it is just a mix mash of papers. I know this striped paper I've had for years, and I wanted to implement them all. So, and it's all a guesstimate. So these sketches in particular, they're from Laura Whitaker. They don't have dimensions on it like some of the sketches that we see from, I don't know, some of the other sketches that we see. So anyway, it's just a guess, and I just want to, just put them down the best of my ability. Now, there was a paper there that was like this white with the notch edges, like the notebook edge. And I recently purchased the edge punch of that, and that's what I used. It was just some plain white cardstock that I had in my stash. It wasn't part of the kit, but I always reserve the right to draw, to bring anything else in. So that's what I've done because it needed a little something, because that's where a lot of my embellishments are going to lay, and that's where the title is going to go. So I know I fiddle a lot with putting everything in its exact spot, and I kind of wiggle it around. I want to make sure that it's somewhat even. And of course, the striped paper wasn't long enough, and I needed it to go above the white cardstock as well as below. So I just cut it down the middle. Nobody knows. You can't tell. You cannot tell at all. No. And then the bottom of it, I had done the banner edge or fishtail. Some people call it a fishtail. Yeah, it comes together pretty smoothly, I have to say. Now, I wanted to mention we do have a couple ladies that are joining us this month, Ronnie Sue Scrapper and Krista. And I am going to leave links to their channels below. Make sure you check them out if you haven't already. And as well as the other ladies, which are Becky and Dolly, Kathy, Shannon, and Daisy. So yeah, there's everyone usually posts everything on Monday. Now, another paper that I got out of my stash is this black cardstock because I didn't have any. I felt like it needed a little bit of a border around it. because that's how it shows in the sketch. And I really like the way that that looks. So now I'm kind of looking at my embellishments. That is a flare. It says meow. And of course, I want to put it right by Josie. It's maybe hard to tell where she is in the photos, but the bottom photo, you see that pink is a blanket. And then on the right is Josie, and I cover it up with the flowers. And then on the left is Bailey. So I wanted to just look through my flowers real quick because I did not pre-select those. I just left it out, and I was surprised that I found this right away. I'm pretty sure that those are from Paige Evans. I did not get any of that collection, so I can't even tell you what collection that is. But I did find some flowers. I think I found those even at Tuesday morning. And when I find flowers like that, I grab them. You know, I may have even gotten them at Joann's because I always run out of flowers. And you look at my flower bin now and it's overflowing. There was a time where there was nothing in there. I mean, it maybe had 20 flowers in it. So these are little puffy flowers. I've had these for a long time. In fact, I think this is the second package that I've gone through. Now, these sequins I got from Close to My Heart. They have the sticky on them, you know, because normally I use the Distress Collage Medium to put my stickers down. But because those already had an adhesive, fingers crossed, they'll stay stuck. And then this is those clear, would they be vellum? That'd be clear stickers. I'm not quite sure what they would be called. So I had pulled the LE Studio flat stickers for the alpha for my title. I'm just going to put Josie down there. And then I'm also going to put the year. It's going to go down in the bottom right corner. And this is pretty much it. There's really not a lot to it. I tried to embellish it the best that I could with what I had. Yeah, I guess I could have added splatters. I'm going to put a link or a page like behind this to tally up my points or my dollar amount that I had put into this page. Yeah, this is it because I'm using the inspiration that Shannon gave us for the month of March, the pot of gold. So I know that there's, you know, everything has a value that I used. Yeah, so that's it. So I hope you guys have been able to participate, able to enjoy doing this. It's kind of fun being able to scrap together using the inspiration. Now, these little, oh, what are they called? I'm sorry, I'm so vague on things. They're kind of like puffy stickers as well. I'm just going to use some black elements. Yeah, using the little plus signs. And I use a little bit of washi. Now, this is the washi tape that I'm not the most fond of because it has the white that is like under the scallop. But because I'm putting it on white cardstock, you don't even notice it. So I thought, well, this is the opportunity to do it. Yeah, so here's the year. I was told you I was going to put the year down here. I think I'm about done. Yeah. Thanks, guys, for joining me. And I will see. Oh, wait, before I go, yes, this bow. Let me show you. So I'm showing you the dies that I bought. I bought this on Amazon, and it came with 3 different sizes of bows. And I wasn't quite sure how to do it. I had to look on YouTube on how to use the dies because it didn't come with directions. And anyway, I'm doing a very poor job showing you how to do it, but I do use the little glue dots to glue everything down. And I'm using the paper that was at the edge of the floral paper. It's just the right size to cut the bow out of. And then the black, of course, is just some black cardstock. And I only found one spot to put the bow down, so I think there is a dollar value for bows, but I'm just going to save the others for another page to see if I can use it. Sorry about that the video had just cut off abruptly. I wanted to say thanks again, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good one. Bye-bye.